This unit focuses on the structure of the two types of cells. The first type, eukaryotic cells, are characterized by membrane-bound organelles, each of which has a specific function. The purpose of chlorophyll in the chloroplast is to absorb energy from the sun, allowing photosynthesis to take place. Mitochondria produces energy for the cell in the form of ATP through the process of cellular respiration. The advantage of cristae, or folds in the mitochondria, are to give it greater surface area, allowing more reactions to take place. The chloroplasts and mitochondria work together to produce energy for the cell. First, photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplasts. The sun's energy is converted into glucose, a simple sugar. The mitochondria then uses this glucose to make ATP through cellular respiration. Chloroplasts make the reactants needed for mitochondria, and the byproducts from cellular respiration are needed for photosynthesis. The nucleus controls all functions of the cell, regulating the other organelles. It also contains the cell's genetic information. Ribosomes use the instructions from DNA to synthesize proteins. The cell wall protects and gives structure to plant cells. It is made of cellulose, a complex carbohydrate. The vacuole serves as a storage unit for the cell, containing food and nutrients for future use or waste to keep the rest of the cell healthy. The cell membrane is composed of phospholipids, cholesterol, and proteins, which together form the lipid bilayer. It is selectively permeable because it only allows certain substances to enter the cell. Not all organelles are found in all cells. Plant cells possess chloroplasts, which animal cells do not. They also have cell walls and larger vacuoles. Likewise, animal cells have a centriole to aid in cell division, while plants do not. Despite these differences, the mere presence of membrane-bound organelles makes it obvious that animal and plant cells function very similarly. There is another type of cell, the prokaryotic cell, that is very different. These lack organelles and a nucleus, their genetic material instead floating freely in a region of the cytoplasm called the nucleoid, or forming a ring called the plasmid. They are also smaller and less complex than eukaryotic cells. Because eukaryotic cells are more complex, only they can form multicellular organisms, which often require many types of cells to carry out specific functions. As such, these can differentiate, in which they change from one cell to another, making them more specific. For example, in order to take on the role of a red blood cell, the original cell would lose its nucleus. Cell types can be identified by the body because each has a unique cell surface marker protein. This is especially important in the immune system, where there must be a distinction possible between body cells and invading pathogens. In order to replace body cells that become damaged, the body produces stem cells, which are capable of differentiating into any other type. Studying these is very promising for the treatment of degenerative diseases such as Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, as well as the growth of new tissue for transplants.